The contents of a prospectus is provided by the Capital Markets and Services Act 2007, whereby they provide for two different types of duties of disclosure. The specific duty of disclosure, as provided by Section 235, subsection 1, and the general duty of disclosure, as provided by Section 236. In application to the current case, Section 231, subsection 1 requires Optimax to have the prospectus be dated, whereby the date will be taken as the date of issuance of the prospectus, and state that the prospectus has been registered by the Commission, and that a copy of it has been lodged with the Registrar and the Commission, and the registration of it does not mean the Commission recommends the securities nor assumes responsibility for the prospectus. It shall also contain a statement that no securities will be allotted or issued on the basis of the prospectus later than as the Commission may specify from the date of issuance of the prospectus. And if it contains any statement made by an expert or contains what purports to be a copy or an extract from a report of an expert, must state the date on which the report was made and whether or not it was made by the expert for incorporation in the prospectus. Furthermore, it shall not contain the name of any person named in the prospectus as having made a statement that is included in the prospectus or on which the statement made in the prospectus is based. And finally, Optimax must provide any further information as may be specified by the Commission. Section 236 provides that Optimax must disclose their assets and liabilities, their financial position, their profits and losses, the rights attaching to the securities, and the merits of investing in the securities and the extent of the risk. Subsection 2 further provides that Optimax must disclose information that investors and their advisors would reasonably require and expect to find in the prospectus. This includes information that is known to the director of Optimax, or a person who has caused himself to be named in the prospectus as the director, the promoter of the securities, the principal advisor in relation to the issuance of these securities, person named in the prospectus with his consent as having made a statement that is included in the prospectus, or a person named in the prospectus with his consent as a stockbroker, shareholder, auditor, banker, advocate, or any other person who has performed any function in a professional, advisory, or in any other capacity in relation to the issuance of the securities. As provided by Section 235, subsection 3, Optimax may apply to waive the requirements, whereby the Commission may, either by written application of Optimax or on its own record, make an order that would relieve them or approve any variation of the requirements of the form and content of a prospectus. However, subsection 5 further provides that the Commission will not make such an order unless it is satisfied that compliance with the Act is unnecessary for the protection of persons who will be normally expected to deal with these securities, or that compliance would impose an unreasonable burden on the issuer.